I think it's live before it says it's live. It's good. All right, there it is. Cool. We are live on YouTube and here in the Zoom room. Thank you for joining today. This is the last week of November. And by the way, this is Slow Vinyasa, the free online yoga class that happens every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And for the month of November, our theme is root, radiate, rise. And our featured pose is one-legged wheel, 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒂 Urdhva Dhanurasana in Sanskrit. So we're going to be working our way to that final pose today. We've been working all month, each week focusing on a different aspect. And my name is Crystal, by the way, for those of you watching on YouTube. And if you want to join us here in the Zoom room, you can click on the link to join the community in the Zoom room and then just sign up and you'll be here in the room with us. I encourage everyone to sign up for Radiant Living, which is the newsletter. You can just go to crystalariel.com and that way you can follow along with us. Each day I send micro emails focused on personal growth, well-being, and just helping your life be more radiant overall. They're super small tips, a sentence, sometimes at most a paragraph long. And it's a way for us to continue this connection outside of this weekly yoga class. So let's get started for today. This week, we're going to be focusing on balance and integration, integrating everything we've been working on this month. You are going to need some props, 2 blocks, and a strap. We may or may not use the strap, but just have it just in case. And if you find that your knees are sensitive when you stand up on your knees or do anything where you have to rest your knees, I suggest a blanket or maybe like a thin pillow that you can use as a cushion. You don't need these things. However, these things do enhance your practice greatly. And if you have, like books, thick books or boxes that you could use for now, if you don't have props, I recommend grabbing some of those. Okay, and put those to the side for now. We're going to begin on our backs, laying down. Just going to set my watch. No, we're not doing outdoor walk. We're doing yoga. And so lay all the way back. Extend your legs, extend your arms. Bring your belly to your spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth and release. And release your body, release any tension. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale slowly. As you exhale, release your body down to the mat. Inhale through their nose. Open your mouth and exhale. Closing your mouth and breathing only through your nose, bringing your left hand to your heart, your right hand below your belly button. Continue to breathe, and as you inhale, breathe down into your right hand, down into the base of your body. Exhale from your chest. Feeling your stomach deflate. Inhale through the nose, down into your right hand, the base of your body, expanding through the lower belly, expanding through the chest and the back muscles. Exhale from your chest, slowly releasing the air, watching the stomach or feeling the stomach deflate. Continue breathing this way. Bring both hands to heart center, hands touching palms together. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Take a moment to set an intention for this practice today. And with your intention set, slowly begin to release and lower your arms back down to your sides, bringing your palms to the mat. Gently open your eyes, looking up at the ceiling or looking up at the sky. Keeping the breath flowing, keeping the breath flowing. Bringing your feet together, straightening your legs, toes facing up. And then bend your knees, bringing your feet to the mat. Slow movements. And bringing both knees in towards your chest. Extend your legs straight up, pressing through the heels of your feet. Press your belly button down towards your spine, neutralizing the spine and feeling your core activated, but also soft. Today is about balance. So finding that balance between activation and letting go. And it's very subtle. If you try too hard, you miss it. So you really need to tune into your body and find that activate. So activate your core, press down really hard, and then release it a little bit. Relax into it. And then find that balance. And that's where you hold it. Continue to allow the breath in through the nose, filling the space. Out through the nose, maintaining the space. Just release the air. Stay here. I'm going to turn on the tunes. Now we're going to do some core work to begin with, focusing on radiate. So we're going to flex the feet, slowly lower all the way down. Use your hands for support, keeping your belly down towards the mat. Hover, or if you feel any pain in your lower back, you can keep it at this height. So lower, do a hover. Bend your knees, bring them into your chest. Some dynamic movements. Inhale, lift up and extend. Exhale, lower down, hover. Inhale, bend the knees in toward your chest. Extend the legs up. Exhale, lower down, hover. Inhale, knees in, legs up. Exhale, lower down, hover. Inhale, knees in, legs up. Exhale, lower down, hover. Inhale, knees in, legs up. And reverse, dropping knees to the chest, extending your legs out. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, knees to chest. Extend legs out, hover. Inhale, lift the legs up. Exhale, knees to chest. Extend your legs out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knees down, legs out. Inhale up, last time. Exhale, knees to chest, legs extended. Inhale, lift up. And then bend your knees, bring them to the mat. You can cross your feet here and lift yourself up, or you can roll onto one side and press yourself up into a seated pose. Facing forward, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, palms down, release the arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Feeling space in the chest and upper back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, releasing down. Keep your hands down, fingertips to the mat. Let your head roll over to the right, extending through the left side. And maybe lift your left hand up, reaching to the left side. Stay here, or maybe walk your fingertips, your right fingertips over to the right. Just take gentle movements, micro movements with your neck, maybe slowly looking up, slowly looking down. And breathing throughout this entire process. Use the breath to help you open the body, gently making space. Press your right palm down into the mat. Inhale, reach your left arm straight up first. Reach the fingertips up as you press your left thigh and hip down to the mat, making space on the left side of the body. And then only reaching your arm, so don't move anything else. Just reach the left arm over to the right. Open up the chest, open the shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then reach the arm behind you, palm pressing forward or pressing away. Oh my God. So good. Slowly release your head, allow the head to fall, looking down, reaching over, and then coming back to center, bringing both fingertips to the mat, pressing down through your hip bones, lifting up through the crown of your head, neutralizing the spine. Exhale, release the head over to the left side. Breathing, opening through the right side of the neck. Maybe lifting your right arm up, reaching through the fingertips. And maybe walking the left fingertips over to the left a little bit more. All of these things are optional. Just find where you're feeling it the most and just be there, breathing, nurturing the sensation. Maybe play around with micro movements in the neck, slowly looking up. Slowly looking down. And while these movements may seem insignificant, it's always those tiny little subtle movements that open you up or lock you up or start to create tension in a certain pose. We're just eliminating that by working all of the little subtle parts. Press your left palm down into the mat. Inhale, reach straight up with the right arm, reaching with the fingertips as you press down with your right thigh and hip, opening the right side of the body. Neck is long. Inhale. As you exhale, just bring your arm over to the left. Breathe, and if you're at home, feel free to make any sound that comes out. Just let it out. Start to open up your chest, open the shoulder, And maybe reach back, pressing through the palm. As you reach back, opening through the chest, keeping the neck long. And slowly reaching back up. And then coming back to center, bringing both fingertips to the mat, pressing your hips down, reaching up through the crown of the head. Lengthen the spine, neutralize the lower spine. From here, bring both hands out in front of you. You're going to cross the right over the left and twist into eagle arms. I'm going to turn to the right so you can see a little better. Pressing into your hips, core is activated. Inhale, lift through the shoulders and elbows. Exhale, press forward with the hands. If you can't reach your thumb, just clasp as far as you can. Most important is to open up, feeling this in the back of your shoulders and the shoulder blades. Let's inhale, reaching up without bending your back. Exhale, rounding through the spine, release your head. Inhale, reaching up, keeping your core activated. Exhale, rolling in, curving your spine. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, pull your elbows into your belly. Hold here. Maybe take side to side. Release your arms. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands out in front of you. This time, take your left arm over the right. Twist and come into eagle arms. Inhale, lift elbows and shoulders. Exhale, press into the hands, pressing forward. Core is activated, belly is in. So if you've got your spine like this, sit down, sit back. Lifting up, feeling this in the shoulders. Inhale, reaching up through the arms. Exhale, round the spine, pull your elbows in. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, pull your elbows in, round your spine. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, elbows in, round the spine, release your head, hold here. Side to side if that feels good. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, your hands behind you. Bring your fingertips or your palms to the mat, whatever feels better for you, depending on how long your arms are. Press your hips down, activate your core. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulders back. Neck is long, so looking forward rather than looking up. Looking forward, keeping the back of the neck long. Pressing your chest, opening your heart like a Care Bear. Pew, 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 pew. That's me shooting love from my heart. Sending love out to all of you. Sending love to the world. Looking over to the left and maybe towards your left shoulder. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Exhale over, looking to the right or maybe towards your right shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift and come up onto the hands and shins. Pressing onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, coming into cow. Press the chest forward, looking forward. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine. Let's do a couple of these. Inhale, drop the chest, looking forward, lift the tailbone. Exhale, pull the belly in, around the spine, release your head. Inhale, reach your left arm up, coming into a twist on your knees. Exhale, take that top arm and reach it down and through, dropping your left arm, pressing into your right hand to open up the left shoulder. Maybe extending your right leg back, coming onto the ball of the foot. Today's about balance, so if you find yourself here, I challenge you, ground your left leg and then lift your right leg up. We're going to that one-legged wheel. So find that harmony and balance in the asymmetrical postures today. Exhale, release your knee, coming back to center. Inhale, drop your chest, looking forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, back to center, pressing into the left hand. Reach your right arm up. Open through the chest. Exhale, weave the arm underneath the left side, dropping your right shoulder. Pressing into your left hand, opening up the right side. Maybe extend your left leg back, coming onto the ball of the left foot. And then challenge yourself, play with grounding your right leg, lifting the left leg, finding that balance. Release the knee back down. Inhale, coming back up onto the hands. Take your right foot and step it forward in between your hands. Use your blocks if you have them. Place them on either side of your feet. Inhale, we're going to bend into the front knee, extending through the back hip flexor. Lifting your heart, shoulders back. Exhale, pressing back, straighten the front leg, release your head. Inhale, bend the knee, shift the weight forward, reach your heart. Exhale, pressing back, extend the leg, release your head. Inhale, shift the weight forward, press your heart forward, and be careful not to collapse into your left hip. You don't want to tear anything. So there's this balance, again, balance between activation and release. And the strength, the muscle is going to help you open up even more rather than you just letting go into it. Okay, lift back up, release your blocks or place them close by. We're going to send this leg back, step the other one forward. Bring the blocks back. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Reach your heart forward. Open into the right hip flexor. Exhale, pressing back. Straighten the leg. Release your head down. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Reach your heart forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Release your head. Inhale, shift the weight forward, reach your heart forward. Stay here, pressing into the blocks, keeping both legs activated. So you could essentially lift your hands and still be in this pose. It's an active pose, gently giving your body some love, giving it time to open up, not forcing anything, never forcing anything. Inhale, coming back up, taking the blocks to the side, stepping your foot back, tuck your toes, lift and press back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Release your head. Bend your right knee deeply as you straighten the left. Breathe. Switch sides. Bend both knees deeply. This is going to help us go deeper into the shoulders. Press into your palms. So if you have a really bendy back, you should focus on backing off. So I have a really bendy back. So somebody who's doing this may want to back out a little bit and come back into the straight back. Focus on making a line from your wrists or your palms, up your arms, up your shoulders, into your back to your tailbone. So you're removing the curve. Someone who's more like this, maybe you're not so open in your shoulders. You want to bend your knees, come onto the balls of your feet, and focus on pressing your chest back towards your thighs. This is going to open up your shoulders and prepare you for lifting up in wheel pose. Wherever you are, externally rotating through the shoulders, making space between your shoulders and your ears. Gently, slowly releasing your heels down as far as they go. Bend your knees again, looking forward, stepping, not hopping, taking it slow. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Exhale, release, fold forward. Slight bend in the knees if you experience any lower back pain. Inhale, hands to your shins, reaching the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Lengthening through the spine. Exhale, folding forward, release. Inhale, root, pressing into the feet in order to lift yourself up. Root to rise, arms overhead. Exhale, arms to your sides. We're going to take a few half suns. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, float all the way back down. Inhale, halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, fold forward. And we're lubricating the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exaggerate the movements like a snake. Exhale, folding forward. All the way down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Warming up the spine for our back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend and fold all the way back down. Swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Drop the knee. Release your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up with the shoulders above the hips. And this is where you can use the blanket if you have any knee sensitivity. Exhale, release the hands down. Lift and step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Stay here or shift the weight forward into plank. Lower the knees. Release your toes. Lift your chest. Exhale all the way down. Only bending the elbows. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift your knees. Pull your belly in. And inhale, roll up to Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, up onto the knees. Tuck your toes. Lift and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg up and back, reaching through the inner thigh. Exhale, step your right foot in between your feet. Drop the back knee, release your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Lift and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, reach all the way up, root to rise. Exhale, bend and float all the way back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back, release the knee and toes. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift and step the right foot back. Stay here in Adho Mukha, or you can shift the weight forward into plank. Release your knees, toes, lift your heart, crown of the head is reaching forward. Exhale, only arms are bending, elbows in towards your ribs. Release. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, up onto the knees. Exhale, lift and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back, reaching through the inner thigh. Bend and step the left foot forward, release the back knee, toes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Lift and step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, overhead. Exhale, bend and float all the way back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your feet back into downward facing dog, or stay there or come into plank. And you can lower all the way down. Use your knees, or without your knees. Lower down halfway into Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra, or Up Dog, your choice. Inhale to lift. And exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Let's take a breath or two here. Reconnecting with the body, with our intention. Reconnecting with our body, breath. Walk your feet in just a little bit. We're going to reach towards our ankles. Thank God I wore a bra today. You're welcome. Well, you're welcome for me. Anyway, reach your left arm straight out. And then we're going to take it and weave it under, much like we did when we were on the hands and shins. Exhale, weave it under and reach over through your right side. Reach as far as you can. And then take your hand to your ankle or wherever you can reach. Maybe use a strap. You can take a strap around your ankle like this if that's easier. That's why it's always good to have props nearby. And just pull. Pull back as you press into your leg. Pull back with your arm. And maybe you feel this opening up in the back of your left shoulder blade. And if you've ever gotten a massage and you have a lot of tension in your shoulders, you've felt when someone starts massaging around the edge of your shoulder blade, and this really helps to open up that exact area. Slowly release, coming back to center. Lift the right arm and then reach over. Exhale, reach over to the left as far as you can, and bring your hand down to your ankle or use a strap, pressing into the leg as you pull back with the arm, pulling back through your shoulder blade, your right side. Breathing into that space. Slowly release, coming back onto the hands, walking your feet back into Downward Facing Dog. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, looking forward. This time you can step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend into your knees, and by the way, your feet are hip width apart. Separate the feet. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Diagonal line. Sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. Lifting your chest. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step both feet back. Come into Adho Mukha or come into plank. Drop to your knees. Lower all the way down or lower halfway. Your choice. Just make sure only your elbows are moving. Only your arms are bending. Release the toes. Inhale up for Cobra. And if you went all the way down, you have 2 extra steps. So you have exhale to release. Inhale up onto the knees. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Rising up into a high lunge. Reach the arms up. Cactus the arms, open the shoulders, and lift your chest. A gentle back bend with your upper back. Exhale, release back down. Step the foot back. Come into Downward Facing Dog or plank and take your vinyasa, however you like it today. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, release. Inhale up onto the knees. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Cactus the arms, open the shoulders, lift your heart, gentle back bend in the upper back. Exhale, release. Down to the mat, step your foot back, downward facing dog or vinyasa. Exhale to lower. Inhale up and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Bring the heart rate back down. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Drop the back knee, release your toes. Inhale, low lunge. Grab opposite elbows. Open your shoulders. So rotate your shoulders externally. Lift your chest. And this is very gentle. So again, if you have a very bendy back, the tendency is to do this. Don't do that. This is very subtle. Very subtle. Even move slowly and focus on the upper back. It's so easy to collapse into the lower back. But open up the shoulders. And maybe your body starts to shake. Hold it there. Breathe. Find the balance. Release your arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Maybe walk your foot forward a little bit. And we're going to lean into the right knee. So here you may need a strap. If normally you are unable to reach your back foot, we're going to bend the knee. So take your left hand, plant the palm down into the mat. Bring your right hand to your knee. Lift. What I like to do is, because I have like a little extra skin in my knee, is I like to tuck the toe, lift the knee and place it back down. Or you can even put the blanket underneath if that feels better for you. And then bend the knee. Lift up with the right arm, reach back. Either use your strap around your ankle or simply grab your foot. Lift your chest. So be careful, don't collapse into the left side. Press firmly into the left hand. Activate your thighs. So your thighs are squeezing together as you pull your leg, your foot toward you, opening up the left quadricep. We're going to need this to go up into our bridge pose, opening the space, reaching your heart up towards the sky. Breathing. Exhale, slowly release, coming back to the center and extending through that front leg. Release your head. Bending into the front knee, stepping it back, tucking your toes, lift and press back, downward facing dog. And then bring in the knees back down. I just like to neutralize the spine. Bring everything back to center. Step the left foot forward. And from here, we're going to do the same thing. Bring your right palm down to the mat. Maybe walk your left foot forward a little bit. Find the lean. Use the strap if you need it. Take your left hand to your left knee. Tuck your toe, lift the knee, bring it back down. Release. Inhale for the twist. Bend the back leg. Reach for the strap or your foot, pressing firmly into the right hand to lift yourself up, heart to the sky. Thighs squeezing towards the center, keeping them active as you slowly open and bringing your foot closer to you, opening through the right quadricep. Breathe. Slowly release and exhale, hands back to the mat. Extend through the front leg, release your head. Chill for a moment, breathe, enjoy. Inhale, bending into the front knee, and then stepping the knee back to meet the other. Cross your feet, and then sit down. Bring your feet in front of you. We're going to do a few bridge, a little bit of a, not bridge, boat, Navasana. Need to fire up the core. Bring the knees together. Lift your heart. Keep the spine long. Lift your heels. Walk your feet back. And then maybe you stay here, releasing your shoulders down. Maybe you lift your toes off the mat and you stay holding your knees, finding the balance in this pose. Also feel free to use a blanket underneath if you're feeling any discomfort in your tailbone, or you have maybe a history of sciatica. A little cushion is always helpful. Stay here or extend your arms. This is going to activate the psoas muscle. It's that muscle right here that connects your thighs to your lower back. Pulling in towards your stomach, pulling in towards your chest. Breathe as you hold. This always makes me burp. We're gonna drop the knees over to the right, reaching to the left. Hold the pose, breathe for 5, 4, 3, just breathe, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Release the knees down, readjust yourself, realign your spine, lift the heels, lift the toes, come back into boat. Breathe. And if you have your arms out, lift your palms up. So it's signaling that you want to lift, lifting with your legs, with your chest, with your whole body. Twist over to the left, knees to the left as you reach to the right. Breathe for 5, 4, smile through the pain. 3, let yourself shake. We're almost through it. Just get through it. 2, 1. Coming back to center. Release the feet down. Separate the knees. Come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Hands to your feet, lifting the chest, or you can bring your hands behind you. Lift your chest this way, release the hips. And cross your legs in front of you. I'm going to take some easy twists. So reach the arms up, twist over to the right. Drop your hands down, forward and back. Stay here or take your left hand to your right knee. Inhale, lift through your chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist over to the right. Stay here. Maybe take your right hand to the inside of your left thigh. Just want to really lubricate the spine, open up the shoulders, get everything ready for our featured pose today. Unravel, exhale, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist over to the left, arm forward and back. Stay here or take your right hand to the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist over to your left side. Stay here or maybe take that back hand to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale to lengthen, making space. Exhale to twist further over to the left. And slowly release, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms down. Reach your arms down, and we're going to come into bridge pose. You are going to need your blocks. If you have a block or two, yay! This is going to be fun for you. So we're going to lay down. Oh, right on time. Lay down, bring your feet to the mat, bend your knees, feet are hip width apart. Press into your feet as you inhale, lift your hips up, and let's start with a block. So we're going to do a supported bridge here. And you can either bring it to the medium height like this. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not going to overextend today. Usually I'd take it all the way up, but you know what? No to the extremes. No to the extremes. How about just right? Let's do the Goldilocks. We're going to come into this bridge pose. Arms out to the sides, palms facing up, making space in the shoulders, making space in the back of the neck. Keep the back of the neck long, but also chin away from the chest. So much going on here. Press into your left foot, and maybe even walk your left foot closer to the center. And you're going to press to lift your right leg straight up. It's easy, right? This is almost it. This is like version 1 of the pose. One-legged bridge. Reaching straight up with that leg, pointing your toe. And let's press into the left foot. Lift your butt off the block. And exhale, release it back down. One more time, inhale, lift off the block. And exhale, press it back down. Just giving you a taste. Bend and release the leg back down. Switching sides, walk the left foot back to its place. Walk the right foot a little more towards the center. Pressing into the right foot as you bend your left knee in and then lift it straight up. Point your toe. Deep breaths. Pressing into your right foot, we're going to lift up off of the block. Exhale, release back down. One more time. Inhale, press and lift. And exhale, release down. Bend your knee, release the leg. Bring both feet to their places. Lift and remove the block from your lower back. And now lift yourself up. Because here's the fun part. I told you last week we were going to do some booty work. Here's the booty work. You need some booty muscles to lift that leg and to press yourself up into wheel. So bring both of the blocks onto the mat. And if you don't have blocks, no worries. You can still do this and feel something. You're not going to feel it as intensely. Lay yourself back down, coming into bridge pose. And we're going to lift up on the blocks. And then exhale, release, hover. Inhale, press through both. Exhale, release, hover. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. Level 2. Lift your right leg up. Flex the foot. We're going to press into the left foot and lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Last one, inhale, lift. Hold, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release all the way down. Bend and release the right leg. Bend and lift the left. Flex the foot. Bring the heel to the block. Pressing into the right foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hover, lower and hover. Inhale, press up. Exhale, hover. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Hold, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, bend and release the left leg. And now we're gonna come into a bridge pose, full bridge without the blocks. So press into your feet, inhale, lift the hips up. This should feel much easier now. And instead of having your arms out to the side, you're gonna reach both arms behind you. And then bend your arms, bring your hands, fingers pointing towards you, elbows in, and just feel this for a moment. Maybe do some shoulder rolls, do a little bit of exploration. Move your hands, walk through it, get comfortable. Maybe put a blanket under your shoulders if you're really bony like I am and you're feeling all of your bones pressing into the mat. Keeping your back and back of the neck long. Stay here. If you've got full wheel in your practice, go ahead and press up. Maybe you press up and come onto the top of the head, but if you're gonna do that, make sure your arms are heavily activated and you're not resting your entire body on your head and your poor neck. Otherwise, press yourself all the way up into full wheel. Take a breath. Just like that downward facing dog, right? Where we're pressing our chest towards our thighs. Only we're pressing the chest towards the air as our thighs are behind us. It's the same feeling in the arms and the chest. Just like downward facing dog. Slowly exhale, release. All the way back down to the mat. Release your arms, reach your legs straight up, pull your belly in, neutralize the spine. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so you have some options. And maybe you want to bend and go side to side. Just gently. Bring your feet back down. Option 1, come into bridge pose. Just come into full bridge, walking your shoulders, keeping the back of the neck long, chin away from the chest. You can choose to interlace your fingers. That's not necessarily more advanced. It's just an option. Keeping your arms out and palms open gives you more space in the shoulders to actually open up the chest. So I would recommend you try staying with this one. And so option number 1 is you just come into the pose, bring the foot to center, bring the knee into the chest, and press straight up. And this is great. This is amazing. Okay, and we're gonna do both sides. Option 2, you come into the full wheel, bringing your hands behind you. On your inhale, pressing up, rooting down, root the hands, root the feet, radiate, activate the core, get ready to open up the heart and rise up into your full wheel. Okay, so wherever you are, if you're in bridge, if you're in wheel, let's take the right foot to the center, bend your left knee, draw the knee into the chest, keeping your lower back open, making space in your lower back. So if you notice that you're bending too much, just make more space and lift, straighten the left leg. Breathe. Take as many breaths as you can. And then slowly bend, releasing down. Release the pose. Give your back a break. Bring the legs straight up. Neutralize the spine. I'm going to do it one more time on the other side. Bend your knees. Coming back into bridge pose, or bring your hands behind you, rooting down. Radiate through the core, through your chest. Inhale, rise. Wheel pose. This time bringing your left foot to the center. Bend your knee, right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, extend through the leg. Hold and breathe. Okay. Making space in your lower back. Activating your core, activating your thigh, glutes. Exhale, bend and release the leg down. Release yourself all the way to the mat. Gently, slowly. Bring your legs straight up. Oh my God, that was delicious. Delicious. Feel free to keep your legs up like this if it's helpful. You can bring your strap to the balls of your feet, straighten your legs. Grab the strap as high as you can with your hands and just hang out here for a few breaths. Allowing all that freshly oxygenated, delicious blood to flow out from your legs and into your heart. Rinsing, washing, cleansing, nurturing. Yummy. Slow and deep breaths. Use the breaths to help you lower your heart rate, bring the heart rate down. Calming the body, calming the mind. Slowly release the strap or release your feet if you're holding on to them. Bend your knees, bring them down to the mat. Separate the feet the width of your mat. Bring the knees together, arms overhead, grabbing opposite elbows, pulling your belly into the spine. We did a lot of back bending today, so we really want to bring the spine back to neutral. And then release the knees, bring your arms out to the side, or you can cactus the arms. And just very sloppily, messy, drop your knees over to the right, gaze to the left. And breathe, enjoy this moment of stillness. Coming back to the center, bring your lower back and your feet in the center, and then drop your knees to the left as you gaze to the right. And breathe. Coming back to the center, bring your lower back to the center and then extend your legs out, extend your arms out, either overhead or to your sides, whatever feels best for you. And let's just take a minute or two for Shavasana. And turn off the music so we can really just sink into the silence. Coming back to your body with a deep breath in. And as you exhale, making slow movements in the toes and the fingers. Extending your arms behind you, legs in front, stretching from fingers to toes. Exhale, bending your knees and wrapping your arms around your leg. A reminder to love ourselves, to be grateful for our bodies. You can fall to the right side and lift yourself up, or simply roll up, hands behind your thighs, coming up into an easy seated pose, Sukhasana. With your eyes closed, bring your hands in front of you in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, palms touching, bowing your head slightly. Noticing the difference in your body, your breath, your energy. Taking a moment to remember and honor the intention you set. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye as we gently bow forward, honoring this moment, honoring each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us this Wellness Wednesday. I love you, my peoples in the Zoom room. Thank you, Evie. I hope you'll be back next month. Nice to meet you, Nimisha. Next month, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, sign up to get the email, sign up for the community Zoom room, and you'll get the update. Those of you who are already signed up, you're here in the Zoom room, you will get the update on Sunday for what will be happening in December. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll see you next week, and I hope you have a delicious Wellness Wednesday.